Alright, today we're going to take a look at Runescape, the first 20 years in illustrated history. The book is kind of a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, so I might not be able to get everything on camera. So when you open the book, there's an old-fashioned map of Gillinor. It's a combination of the old school map and the Orange 3 map. See, we have these places that are only in old school, and Damon Helm, which only exists in RS3. These are the table of contents. Every chapter starts with 2 pages of art, like this, full pages. Interesting. Beginning. No, not that important. Okay. So this is the section where they talk about Dragon Slayer and when membership was released. Oh, okay. Here they have Jad, Combat Triangle, Barrows Brothers. Okay, here's a 1 page about the Foundor Massacre. Some pretty good art in this book. This is some of the wilderness updates, sort of edits, and these are the warlords from Wilderness Warbands. Okay, here's the introduction of bonds here. Okay, this part talks about Runefest and IRL stuff. God Wars Dungeon 1. Okay. Oh, this is art for the God Swords. The original models, and then the updated models that came in 2012. Page on each of the generals from God Wars Dungeon 1. Next. Okay, that's some pretty good art right there. I'm not even a big art guy. But I have to admit, there is good art in this book. Oh, okay. So this is like when Dungeoneering was released, some art about that. Okay, introduction of signature heroes and clan updates, like Clan Citadel. More art about the Clan Citadel, Clan Avatar there. This section is on player-owned ports. Okay, some nice art of QBD here. Oh, okay, the one of the controversial parts. Evolution of combat. Some people didn't like this. Oh, microtransactions. Almost nobody likes this. There now covers cosmetics and Solomon's General Store. Oh, and then here, this chapter introduces the release of old school RuneScape. Okay, here's some of the updates that happened in old school RuneScape. Fossil Island. Thriftiness. I don't know what that is. I don't play old school. Theater of Blood. I sort of know what this is. People talked about it a lot when I played old school for like a month. It's endgame content, I think. Now this introduction of Dragon Slayer 2. Forkoff. Okay. Inferno. Okay, Zook. Zook in old school. Later on, he makes it into RS3. Okay, this introduction of Iron Man, Hardcore Iron Man, Dead Man Mode, the Leagues. Okay, now another thing I don't really know about. The Nightmare of Ashihama. Oh, this is Darkmire. Darkmire, that's a vampire lord. It's Draken. Interestingly enough, like, old school didn't get Darkmire until 2020. It's, I find that interesting. Okay, the 6th Age. Gothics here. Oh, this is talking about when the gods returned. Some art about Saradomin versus Zamrock. Some art for Saradomin. This is pretty good art of Zamrock here. Okay, now this is the fight between Bandos and Armadillo. Tuska and Mascab. Return of Zeros. That's good art right there. Silske's Endgame. Now, introduction of God Wars Dungeon 2. 4 generals, Gregorovic, Vindicta, and Gorvik. Helweir, and the Twin Furies. This is the release of Menaphos. Anachronia stuff. Carapac. Lanikia. This is a short section about bosses in the game. Virago. Telos and Araxi. Nomad. And the elite dungeons get a brief mention. Like, they only show art for the ambassador though. Have you heard about the mining and smithing rework? Introduction of archaeology. Here's God Wars Dungeon 3. Concept art for Zook in RS3. Some Dragonkin from the New Dawn front. Since it goes up to Zook, that's the most recent boss in RS3. So this book is pretty current as of the date of recording. Okay, chapter 10, just talking about the mobile client. Not really that important, to me at least. And the release on Steam. And then a little bit about the future. Here's some concept art for updated avatars. They look ripped as shit. Ends with one full page artwork of Zeros, which is pretty good. That's it. That's pretty much the entire book.